from the gun, the ground game. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
He makes a catch. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Still looking on the move. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The 20. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught behind the line, it's Young. At the 35, he's got more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes a catch on the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. this drive going from the 17. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
A run for the quarterback. Oh, and out of space. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They want to run this quarterback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Back has it. They stop him, shoulder marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Spits it out to the back. Got a man, it's Young. And he'll hum it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback keeps it. Running into the open space. It's a running room. Wide open spaces. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making...
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there. And
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. On the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Backs going for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
you saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
He's got it inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. They make the stop, but he got the one he needed and plenty more. It's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking to scramble. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fitted in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fang and make tackles? Nice job by that player.
This is a designed run. It's a seam wide open. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
He's loose. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, and they've put themselves in great shape to find a way to win this game in the waning seconds, Jesse.
And this is every quarterback's dream, right? You're down late in the game. You've got to be able to step up and lead your team. I can't wait to see how this guy responds.
No doubt. Already on their side of the field. Plenty of time left on the clock. Stay aggressive. This is your moment.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Splits the uprights, it's good. Final minute of play, all locked up, but we headed to overtime.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout on the field from the gun, wants to pass. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We'll get it started here in overtime. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to power it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up third and goal.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Looking for the goal line. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. If he houses this, it's ball game. Pass to 50. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
On the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Third and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. Now on the move. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and